Alright, this is page 10 of section 8.1, day 1. And so in this section, we're going to use our calculators to find the following trig ratios. So all you have to do is plug in the given trig function with the number and hit enter, and it will give you your answer. So the sine of 90 equals 1, and the cosine of 15, rounded to the nearest tenth, is also going to be 1. And tan of 73 is going to be 3.3. Okay, in example 3, we're going to use the trig ratios to find unknown side lengths, and we're going to round to the nearest tenth. So on this first one, we have sine 23 equals x over 15. Your first step is always to multiply both sides by the denominator, so we can get rid of that. So multiply both sides by 15. So that way that crosses out. So we have 15 times sine 23 equals x. And then once your variable is by itself, you're ready to use your calculator. So you're going to take 15 times sine 23 and round to the nearest tenth, so it's going to be 5.9. Okay, next one we have cosine 74 equals w over 5. So multiply both sides by 5. Your 5's cancel out, so we have 5 times cosine 74 equals w. And type that in your calculator, and we get about 1.4. Okay, this next one we have tan 60 equals 3 over y, so multiply both sides by y. So we have y times tan 60 equals 3. The problem with this one is that y is not by itself, so we need to do one additional step where we divide both sides by the tan of 60. So then y is now by itself, so then we can type in 3 divided by tan of 60 into the calculator and get about 1.7. Okay, we have sine 80 equals 18 over x, so multiply both sides by the bottom. So then that cancels out, so we have x times sine of 80 equals 18. And since x is not by itself, we have to take one more step and divide both sides by the sine of 80. So then we're going to type 18 divided by sine 80 into our calculators and get about 18.3. Okay, on this one, multiply both sides by y. So then y times cosine 12 equals 10. So we have one more step. We need to divide both sides by cosine of 12. So y equals about 10.2. And this last one, multiply both sides by 43. So 43 times tan 68 equals z. So this one is about 106.4. Okay, so that's how you solve a trig equation. And so the last part to this is actually setting up the equations from a picture. So if we look here, we are given the 54 degrees, so that's the angle we're going to use. And then I'm going to label my sides from there. So that's going to be hypotenuse, opposite, and adjacent. So since the hypotenuse side is blank, we cannot use that. So if we write down our little memory trick, SOHCAHTOA, both sine and cosine use hypotenuse, so that only leaves tangent that we can use to solve for x. So we're going to have tan of our angle equals opposite over adjacent, so x over 5. Okay, and then you'll solve it from there like we did up here. So multiply both sides by 5. So 5 times tan of 54 equals x. So we get about 6.9. Okay, and then 5 is opposite, x is adjacent, and our hypotenuse is blank. So again, since the hypotenuse is blank, there's nothing there. We cannot use sine or cosine, so we can only use tangent. So we have tangent of 27 equals 5 over x. And then I multiply both sides by x. So 5 divided by 10 and 27 is about 9.8. Okay, and then this last little section here, this one is, these are different because now we have to find two sides. So I'm still going to label my sides like normal. So I'm going to start by finding x. So if I want to use x, or find x, then that's opposite. I have to use the 15 in the equation because I know that side. And we can't have two variables in our equations, so we have to use one known and one unknown. So I'm going to use sine of 33 degrees and set up my equation and to solve for x. So then cosine, I would need cosine to solve for y since that is adjacent. So cosine of 33 equals y over 15. Okay, and then you would solve those both like we have been, so times 15 times 15. So x equals 15 times sine 33, so about 8.2. And then times 15 times 15. So about 12.6. Okay, and then this last problem, label your sides. So you're going to do the same steps here, use sine and cosine. So I'm going to use sine to solve for x, and use cosine to solve for y. Okay, and then you'll multiply both sides by 22. So x equals 12.6, and y equals 18.